Hello students. Last class we discussed about optimal choice of consumers and its assumptions and explained with the help of a diagram optimal choice of a consumer or consumer equilibrium. And today we are discussing about the law of demand. First we know the meaning of demand. What is demand? Generally we are calling that demand is desire. But desire is not exactly meaning of demand. First we know the meaning of the demand. What is the demand? The quantity of a commodity, that the consumer is willing to buy and is able to offer given price of a goods and consumer's taste and preference is called demand for the commodity. It means the quantity of a commodity that the consumer is willing to buy. For example, one car purchase ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು willing to it means commodity that the consumer is willing to buy is able to offer and given the price at present ಆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಏನು ಕರೀತಾರಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅವರು, ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಕಮೋಡಿಟಿ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬೈ ಈಸ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಆಫರ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ and preference of the consumers is called demand for the commodity. This is known as the ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಮೂಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪೆನ್ನನ್ನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಟೆನ್ ರುಪೀಸ್ ಪೆನ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ₹10 ಕೊಟ್ಟು ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅವ್ರ ಟೇಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ತಕ್ಕಂಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ತಕ್ಕಂಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್. And another one meaning of demand function. Meaning of the demand function. So what is the demand function? Demand function means the relationship between consumers' optimal choice of the quantity of a good and its prices. That is known as the demand function. Demand function ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ the consumer optimal choice of the quantity of a good and its prices. Relationship between quantity of a good and its prices, it is known as the demand function. And there are one equation of the demand function, x is equal to f and p. Here it means x is a dependent variable and p is the independent variable. F means here a function. It means a function. It means demand function means the relationship between x and p. X means quantity of a commodity and p means here prices. And quantity of a commodity or a quantity of a demanded, it is the dependent variable and p is the independent variable. When the prices increases, demand decreasing, and when the price is decreasing, demand increasing. It means always negative form, these x and p. Quantity of a good, x we are calling that quantity of a good, p means here prices. This is the function. Function means the relationship between price and quantity. When the price is increases, quantity of a demanded decreases. Price decreases means quantity of a demanded increases. That is ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬನಾನಾ ತರಕಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಹಿಂದಿನ ದಿನ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ₹20 ಇತ್ತು, ಅದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಹೋದಾಗ ₹15 ಆಯ್ತು. ₹15 ಅದ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ 2 ಬನಾನಾ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ. ಅದು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಕಡೆ ಅದು 15 ಬದಲಿ ₹25 ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಬನಾನಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೆಸ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಬೈ ದ consumers. That is the relationship between here for demand function tell us relationship between x and p. Here this is the demand function. And next the law of demand. What is the law of demand? Here it is applicable to all the commodities. Sometimes some commodities it means ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕಮೋಡಿಟಿಗೆ ಅದೇನಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕಬಲ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್, ಡೈಮಂಡ್ಗೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಬಲ್, ಬಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಗೂಡ್ಸಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕಬಲ್ ಟು ದಿ ಆಲ್ ದ ಗೂಡ್ಸಸ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ law of ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ states that other things remains equal. Here what is other things remains equal? It means other things means here income of the consumer, taste of the consumer, preference of the consumer. This is known as other things being equal. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವೆ. There is a negative relationship between demand for a commodity and its prices. That is the law of demand. Other things remains equal when the price of a commodity increases. Here quantity will be decreasing, the demand quantity will be decreasing. When the price is decreasing, the quantity will be increasing. That is a negative form. That's the reason the demand curve slopes left to right, from left to right. Here we can see here, this is the demand line. Here slope of the left to line, like budget line. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ತಿರುಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್, ವೆನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ದಟ್ ದಿ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್, ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಲೆಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್. Price decreases means we are purchasing more goods in the market. That is the law of demand. It will be the negative relationship between demand for a commodity and its prices. This is the law of demand. Very simple. It is important for a 2 marks question. It is compulsory for a 2 marks question for an annual exam. So you have to write a law of state the law of demand. The question, 2 marks question, you have to write the law of demand state that other things remains equal. There is a negative relationship between demand for a commodity and its prices. In other words, when the price of a commodity increases, demand for its falls, and when the price of a commodity decreases, demand for its rises. Other factors remains the same. Other factors means here taste of the consumers, preference of the consumers, income of the consumers, etc. These are called other factor remains the same. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ reason this is the law is a negative form. It means negative relationship between a demand for a commodity and its prices. This is the law of demand. And linear demand, linear equation or a linear demand. A linear demand curve can be written as a Q is equal to A minus B P here. A and B are a constant here. Adu changes ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, only quantity. P means price, Q means quantity. Price will be the increases, quantity will be decreases. Price decreases means quantity will be increases. That's the reason the demand curve slopes left to right, straight line here. Okay, for example ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಹೈ ಇತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೀವು ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ first beginning of this chapter you studied about the demand, how the demand curve derive here. For example prices ಈ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಒಳಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ the quantity of the banana or quantity of any mangoes etc, that will be the less. Price less means the quantity will be the higher here. That is the linear equation. For example here where A is the vertical and B it is and here this is the vertical and this one is the horizontal line here. From here to here we can see here when the price is, for example A means here the more banana they are purchased in the market, A B it is the prices are higher. Prices higher means the less of the quantity, and prices less means they are higher the quantity here. This is the equation. And this one is the linear demand curve here. Next, another one important concept, that is the deriving a demand curve from a indifference curve and a budget constraints or a budget line. It is called budget line also, price line also. How it is derived the demand curve, use of indifference curve. Indifference curve ಮತ್ತು ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ X1 consider an individual consuming bananas. Bananas means X1, mangoes means X2 here. And next whose income is M. M means here income, money or income. And market price of X1 and X2 are P1 dash and P2 dash here respectively, and it means X1 price it is the P1 dash and X2 prices is the P2 dash here. They are given a two panel A and B diagrams here, A panel and B panel here. And next, for example, it is the A, figure A, it means depicts her consumption equilibrium at a point C, where she buys X1 dash and X2 dash here quantities of bananas and mangoes respectively. In the panel B of figure, we plotted P1 dash and against the X1 dash here, which is the first point on the demand curve X1. Here we can see here panel A and panel B here. For example, panel A and panel B, they have given IC1, IC2 and IC3 curve. Three curves are given here. That is already we have studied in the optimal choice of consumer or indifference map. IC1, IC2 means indifference curve 1, indifference curve 2 and indifference curve 3 here. This is the three lines here. That is the budget line. That they are given not changes in the mangoes. Only mangoes are same here. This one is the budget line or a price line, etc. we are calling here. First we see the demand. For example, this is the demand curve. Already I am explained about the demand curve. Demand curve slopes of the left to right downwards. Left to right downwards of the demand curve. Yak left to right ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. For example, the bananas, quantity of banana X1 dash, X1 bar and X1 cap. These are the bananas quantities. Just assume it is. And this is the price of bananas. P1 cap, P1 bar and P1 dash. This is, for example, we see here 0 to 0 OY axis, it is the price of bananas. OX axis, it is the quantity of bananas here in the P panel. We can see here 0 to P1 dash. From here to 0 to P1 dash, the price level. When the price level is high, the quantity of demanded of the banana is X1 dash. It means less. Price high is only 0 to X1 dash we can purchase here. Suppose the price is decreases from P1 dash to P1 bar here. P1 bar. Price decrease atandra the quantity of demanded increases from 0 to X1 bar here. When the price is decreases. And again it is the price is decreases from P1 to dash here to P1 cap. The banana quantity of banana here X1 cap here. It means when the prices are decreasing, the quantity of banana will be increasing. Opposite we can see. Suppose when the price is a P1 cap, the banana as a X1 cap here. Again the price is increases from P1 cap to P1 dash. That is the quantity here X1 bar here. It means quantity will be decreasing from the X1 cap to X1 bar here. When the price is increases from a P1 bar to P1 dash, again it is the decreasing from the X1 bar to X1 dash here. This is the demand curve. That the reason one will be increases, one decreases. Price is increases means quantity decreases. Price is in decreasing means quantity will be increases. That the reason the demand curve slope from left to right downwards slope of the demand curve. Okay, and here we can see here the use of indifference curves and budget line. We can I am given the arrow mark here. X1 means this is X1 cap. This one is the banana quantity. X1 bar, it is the banana, and X1 here same thing. This one and this one are the same. The mangoes are given, but there was not given about the prices and anything about the mangoes. Just indifference curve here. We can see IC1, IC2. We know that IC3 gives the higher level of satisfaction compared to the IC2 and IC1 here. For example, this one, when the price is here P1 dash C, B and C, D, E. C, D, E combinations here. C combination, D combination and E combination. That all the line, this one is a touch the budget line, and D touch the budget line, and E point touch the budget line here. We can see this one same, C, D and E here same they are given here touch. When the consumer buying means the touch the demand curve, it means indifference curve, optimal choice ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಹೈ ಆಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಸಿಯರ್. ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಹೈ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸಸ್ and here higher goods. It means here suppose the price of x1 drops to the p1 dash with the p2 dash and m remaining the constant. Here m means here this is the budget line, this is the m income of the consumer. The IC3 cuts the touch here, and IC2 touch the second line and first line here touch. It means here when the income increases we are buying more and more goods. When income less means we are buying less goods. It is equal to the income of the consumer. For example, income, this one is this first line, the income of the consumer, M line it is. ಇದು IC1 ಟಚ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೂಡ್ ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಹೈ ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಲೆಸ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸಸ್ x1 dash. Suppose our income increases of, here we shift of the curve here. For example, we jump to the IC2 curve here, the second line here cut, here D. It means here we purchasing more goods when the price is less. And next again it will be depending on the prices also. When the prices is less, it gives a more satisfaction to the consumers. It means consumers buy more and more goods. That's the reason. And a new consumption equilibrium is the higher indifference curve at the D point. It gives the higher indifference curve, give the higher satisfaction. Again it is the E point gives a higher and higher level of satisfaction to the consumers when buy the more goods. But here touch here not a quantity of goods, they are ended here. First be x bar, x1 bar and x1 cap here. That's the reason D gives a higher level of satisfaction to the consumers. Already here this point you studied about the optimal choice of a consumer. And next x1 bar greater than x1 dash here. x1 bar is greater than x1 dash here. x1 dash compare ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದೇನಾಗಿರ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that x1 bar is the higher level of satisfaction to the consumer. It means D here, this point. That's the reason the consumer buying here. They want to buy the more satisfaction goods. And next again it is the negative slope of the demand curve. We know that this is the negative slope of the demand curve because of the price increases means quantity of demand decreases, price decreases means quantity of demand decreases. We can see here. And demand curve can also be explained in terms of the two effects, namely substitution effect and income effect. Substitution effect and income effect. First we know the substitution effect that come into the play when the price of a commodity changes. Both will be changes when the price of a commodity changes. When bananas becomes cheaper, the consumer maximizes his utility by substituting bananas for mangoes in order to derive the same level of satisfaction of the price changes, resulting in an increase in the demand for banana. Suppose mango kinta banana prices enadru kadmi aatu andre automatically we are buying more of bananas compared to the mangoes. Mangoes kinta ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬನಾನಾನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪರ್ಚೇಸನ್ನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದ ಬನಾನಾಸ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಆನಿಯನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಪರ್ kg 120 rupees ಇತ್ತಂದಾಗ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಬೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 kg. Okay, suppose they are decreasing the prices from 120 rupees to 80 rupees. 80 rupees ಆತ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, 2 kg ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಗೇನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ 80 to 20 rupees. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಬೈಯಿಂಗ್ 5 kgs. ವೆನ್ they are decreasing the prices means demand of a good will be the increases. That is the effect of the prices. Suppose price 120 ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು 150 ಆಯ್ತು, the onion prices 120 ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು 150 ಆಯ್ತು. We are using alternative uses. It means that is called substitution effect. ಅದ್ರ ಬದಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಬೇರೆ ಅದರ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್? ಮೋರ್ ಎವರ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಬನಾನಾ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪವರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಬನಾನಾ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆತು, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಕೊಂತ ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ಬೈ ದ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್, ವಿಚ್ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಬನಾನಾ ಆರ್ ಅ mangoes. This is the income which effect of the price changes resulting in a further increase in the demand for bananas. Suppose ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಅವ್ರು. ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಏನಂದರೆ, ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಆದಾಗೂ ಸಹಿತ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಬೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೋರ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸಸ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ವೇರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲೆಸ್. ಬನಾನಾ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಮೋರ್ ಬನಾನಾ, ಆರ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಮೋರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋಸ್. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ದ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ commodity or demand of the goods. This is called here deriving the demand curve from the indifference curve and budget lines. We can use of these A panel and B panel. Yes, thank you for watching. And watch ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ, ನೀವು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ವಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.